Well, hello there bitches, here's Illegal Bacon, and today we're going to be continuing our Let's Play on GTA 3. Today we're gonna do all of the stunt jumps and off-road missions. As you can see here, I'm just flying around in a car. And this is actually the first video where I'm not like playing and talking at the same time. I'm actually just watching over the footage, which is pretty cool because I never did that before. And as you can see here, these stunt jumps look pretty cool, but I'm pretty shit at them. In Portland, they're the worst because it's really hard to get a fast car in here. Like the only really fast one is the Banshee, which I'm driving right here, but there's only one spawn for it, and it's away from most of the stunt jumps. And those stunt jumps that it's away from are the hardest on the island, and most likely the hardest in the game. This one took me quite some time, but it's right under the Callahan Bridge, so I could just go over to Staten Island to get a new car when I failed it. Still, it actually kind of feels relaxing now just watching over this footage, because yeah, the stunt jumps weren't that hard, but the off-road missions, oh god, that is hell. This is the stunt jump most people say is the hardest in Portland, but I don't know, I did it the first try. Maybe it's a bit hard not to, go into the water in there, which I barely dodged. So, yeah, that's kinda it. I really don't have any sort of script or anything like that, so I just talk about random shit here. It's pretty boring, but who cares? Oh, and here are the hard ones. This and the next one, the last two jumps in Portland that I did, they are so fucking annoying. For this one, you need to jump over this entire building here and land on the other one. I touched a bit of it, but it still counted, so I won't complain. And this one, you need to jump over water, and if you touch the water, you're dead because it's GTA 3. And you really need to get some speed before you make the jump. But yeah, how I remember, those are the all of the ones in Portland. So there we go on to Staten Island. Staten Island only has 4 and they're all easy by how I remember. See, this one I think took me 2 tries, but you can literally find a Banshee on the street, so I don't know. Oh yeah, and that flip was pretty cool. There's also this one. It's I think that one took me also 2 tries because the I slipped somewhere, but that's not really the stunt jump being hard, it's just me being a dumbass. And also, when you do a stunt jump, you get a certain amount of money, and that money raises by, I think, 5,000 each time. So, yeah. This one, you can't actually go really quickly, otherwise, you're going to fucking die. Simple things. It's all good. This one looks pretty cool, so just watch it. You'd go. Well, the stunt part isn't really that cool, but the fact that you go like through into a store and all that. Oh yeah, I forgot that I set my car on fire right there. That's kind of funny, I guess. And here I go stealing a stallion that I will use for one of the off-road places. And this is Shoreside Vale, or how I call it, airport and a bit of, I don't know, and something else. Yeah, I guess. Oh, this one is my favorite at the airport because you land onto a helicopter. But yeah, this one you fly over a plane, and for some reason my camera was zoomed in there for a bit. I don't know why. Here you can. Oh yeah, that happens sometimes. Ignore that anything happened here. I did that jump well. Yeah, nothing bad happened, I swear. The next one is if I remember, yeah, you just jump over a place like this again, but you don't land on a helicopter, so it's automatically inferior. Now that I'm reminded of helicopters, I remember that my English teacher once was mentioning a helicopter or something, and she said helicopter, and now I can't get that out of my head. Oh, there's another one where you jump over one of these. That's kind of boring. Yeah, nothing really interesting to say about that one. And plus, it's a bit long because you're in the air for quite some time. But I think that's the last one at the airport, if I remember correctly. Yep. This one is pretty cool, but it's really easy to flip your car over because, look at this place. It's like designed to flip over your car. But still, it looks decent and you like skip from one part of Shoreside Vale to the other instead of having to take the dam or bridge or whatever it is over there. Oh yeah, I didn't flip my car there. I forgot about that. So I guess that this looks pretty cool. This one, I don't remember. Oh yeah, now I remember what happens. You jump over to the other side again. But this one is a bit less cool. Well, it kind of looks cool, but it isn't as useful as the other one. Because the other one I actually used for transport a bit. Ever since you did it. Here you just land kind of over, Oh, and this one. If I remember this one, I tried to actually do while I was collecting the packages, but god damn, it was difficult. It took me quite a bit of tries. The stunt jumps in Shoreside Vale can be pretty hard, but you can get pretty good cars on the street, so it's not as annoying as Portland. And like, why the fuck does the first island on the game have the hardest, stunt jumps? Oh yeah, that looks amazing. Oh wait, did I not get the stunt jump over there? Oh wait, yeah, I remember. I went into to jump from a wrong place, and I wanted to keep that, recording because I thought it was funny as shit. And there I go, you need to land on top of the garage. That took me quite some time, but that's all of the stunt jumps. I was pretty proud of myself there, I'll admit that. And I did this little jump over here. But next up are fucking nightmares. Next up are the off-road missions. The off-road missions are triggered when you enter a certain vehicle that spawned, except for one of them. There are 4 of them in the game. Each take a different amount of time. Well, they take also a different amount of time depending on how skilled you are, but for me they took a whole lot of time. I'll admit that. This is the only one important. There are 2 in Staten Island and 1 in Shoreside Vale. The one in Shoreside Vale is the hardest, but I would say it's actually more fun than this one. And now that I think about it, it might be even a bit easier. I fucking despise Patriot Playground in this one. So I followed the guide to, get a good order of them. And while most of the order, is fine, some placements, some of the order you need to grab these and those guides is just fucking horrifying. Although I followed through on most of these on Patriot Playground. Although I remember I actually missed the guide wasn't showing me to go this way but to go a bit more up. But I somehow made it, I don't know. I guess I'm just really skilled at this game. No, I'm not. What am I talking about? That's really stupid of me to even think about. You go behind these buildings, which is pretty good because if you had to go onto the street, that would have been impossible. Because the mafia guys have shotguns and all that. And here you need to go down here and grab one of these. Which, oh god, that's just pain. And because of this one, I almost fell in the water like quite a few tries. It was weird that I actually got a try that didn't have me losing a bit of health in the water. And I think that's one of the 2, the one you're seeing. So now we go on to Salvatore's mansion. Pretty decent place. We haven't visited in quite a while because Salvatore is fucking dead. But just this one, this is where I fucked up the order if I remember. I'm not sure. Okay, I think I did. Now the flashbacks are coming. Oh, yep, I was supposed to go up and grab one by what the guide said, but as you can see, that didn't go quite as planned. That just went horribly. But I still chose to not give up because I was already done with this bullcrap. Oh, whoa, I said bullcrap instead of bullshit. I'm improving in being a decent human being. Oh god, for a second that gave me a heart attack. Not while I was playing there, but here, because I completely forgot why I didn't Patriot Playground, because I think I did it like 2 or 3 days ago, because I've been busy quite, recently. This one is pretty hard to get, I'll admit that, because you need to climb on a certain spot here to even be able to go up to that point. And now I actually have quite a ton of time left. If you haven't noticed, you have a time limit, but it starts off really small and you get time when you go for one of these checkpoints. Oh yeah, this one is also a bit annoying, because I always keep trying to go up to that platform because that's what the dude in the guide did, but I guess that just doesn't work that well, at least for me. And now there are two checkpoints left. Both are around the mansion, except one is, when I get one, I will be able to return and get the other one easily. If I got the other one first, that would be probably impossible, even though I actually have a minute left here. So the one that I'm going to get first is right behind Salvatore's mansion, and you might be able to see it in the corner. Well, now you can't because I talk too slowly. So just go over here. I never even, before doing this mission, knew that there was like this spot over here. I just thought there was nothing. Maybe, there's the beach down there, which I knew was there, but yeah. Oh, and here I almost fell and all that. Now, I lost, I think, almost 1 or 2 attempts because of this one. Because 2 attempts, yeah. Because I would flip over or some shit like that. I flipped over here as well, but like, holy fuck. When I played that was fucking horrifying. But yeah, let's go over to the starting ones. This one doesn't actually have a spawn or anything. You just need to bring a stallion over to the multi-story car park in Newport. And this one is the easiest, but I still couldn't do it in my first attempt. I think it took me like 4 tries actually. Because here is just the point of memorizing where to go exactly and being careful here. And this is the only one where the time limit starts before you collect a checkpoint. Which fucking sucks. But still. So as you can see, like, there isn't any climbing or shit like that, like there was in Patriot Playground, and like there will be in the next two, Off-Road 200. The only difficulty here is just being really quick and knowing in which order to collect these checkpoints and not skipping a single one. That's a big one. Also, at first I didn't want to go like the guide said, like just going around back to the end of this floor to collect that one checkpoint. But then I realized that actually makes the other floors easier because I start them from the different ends. So at the end I actually followed the guide, because of course the guide knows better than me, and I should have not underestimated it, because I completed it here. There's checkpoint 12, and the other ones are on the roof. There are like 2 floors actually that are on the roof. And also the last one, it can be so stressful, the last checkpoint, but it just looks cool as fuck. I almost forgot that one that was on that floor, and the fact that I actually went back made it a bit easier here. This is not actually going according to the guide, but it turned out pretty good for me. Here you just collect this, and there's the one. It's right in the sky, and you have to do like a really slower version of the stunt jump that we did earlier. And there we go, slow-mo. And that girl's dead. Now it's time for the third one, a ride in a park. There's that vehicle over in the park, of course. Why would it else be called a ride in the park if it didn't take place in the fucking park? This one, most people say is the hardest. I can see where they're coming from, but I really had luck with this. Now just watch this. First, I hit that pole. Then I actually started this like a normal human. Then I overshot it a little bit. And now I need to hurry up and...
Mission failed. We'll get them next time.
That was actually the only failed attempt of an off-road challenge that I recorded, because I didn't want this video to be too long. It's already probably a bit long. But here I actually restart the challenge like a normal human being. So this is actually the attempt where I got it. This also took a bunch of attempts, but all the other ones except like maybe Multistory Mayhem took a bunch of attempts, so it doesn't really stand out. And this order, like, I just swear to God, if from for any of these challenges, if you want to follow a guide for this one. Maybe Patriot Playground, but I'm not sure about that because I don't really care. That's maybe for the early parts there. But here you're supposed to like pick up these two both like at almost the same time, but that takes too much skill for me. So I just grabbed them separately. Still, I got enough time, although I got stuck in the toilet. And at this point, both when I played and right now, actually while watching this, it hit me. It was raining, and the challenge was going to be way harder because of that. Rain messes up the driving a lot, and like, I don't notice it too much when I'm just normally driving, but look at this checkpoint placement. Like, it's fucking horrifying. You need to be able to drive well to get them. But this challenge has the least amount of checkpoints, so it's actually, you know, it doesn't take too, you don't lose too much progress if you lose near the end. And now there was only one checkpoint left, and it was pretty easy, so I just, went over there and grabbed it. See? Like, it's just over there, but I was still cautious because I really didn't want to lose this. And here goes the last off-road challenge, gripped. Oh god, this one took me the most tries, but I would say it was way more fun than Patriot Playground. Patriot Playground is just the worst. For this one, I also advise following the guide, but like there are also some sections where you just don't need to follow it. Still, I think I actually followed every single checkpoint. There was the second one. I once managed to just climb instantly from the other side to grab the second checkpoint, but that made my Patriot flip over, so yeah, I don't suggest it. Here, this section is pretty slow, but it's pretty easy. Except now, after we collect this checkpoint, you will see the part of the time that made me fail it so many fucking times. This one. You need to grab these two checkpoints here, and you need to not fall all the way down if you didn't realize that. And I almost fell down here, see? Like, I'm pretty much going down, but I somehow managed to do it and collect them both. Also, depending on which off-road challenge you're doing, it will actually depend how much time you get from a checkpoint, because of course you shouldn't be getting the same amount of extra time from this one and from maybe Multistory Mayhem. That just wouldn't make sense. Also, I sometimes take this shortcut. I would have liked to take it always, but sometimes it just doesn't work. I don't know why. This one is really easy. And after that we're going, like, this is the only part of the challenge where we go onto an actual road. And like, I didn't know the Shoreside Vale had so many fucking grassy hills, because they're just too many for its own good. The map is fucking small. Why would you spend a large amount of it just on fucking grass? Like, add some buildings, add some shit, I don't know. Or you could have just made the map a bit smaller and expanded on the story or something like that. I have no clue, but whatever. At least we get this fucking mission. While it might have been the most fun out of all of them, it was still fucking frustrating, so yeah. Unless you're going for 100%, don't do these ones. Or at least don't do them in the rain. Some of my attempts of this one were during the rain, and just believe me, no, you can't do it. What, you might be a, I don't know, seasoned GTA speedrunner or whatever, but you're not going to beat this, during the rain. Trust me. So, yeah, I've kind of run out of things to say, but we're almost done with it. It doesn't feel like 20 minutes passed, like, since I started recording the audio. This is like my take one, and I don't think I'll be making, a second attempt to record the audio because, you know, the commentary isn't really top-notch quality in any of my other videos, and I really don't have time to make it in this one. You just kinda know what to expect when you watch me. I'll probably add like a meme or two or something like that in this video, but that's kind of it for that. Okay, this one can be a pain in the ass because you need to climb like the biggest hill in Liberty City to grab it. It's over at the top of this one. See? Well, it's not too large now that I think about it, but it's still kinda big. And you need to go backwards, you know, instead of just going forwards. And basically, now you need to go downhill for the last, I believe, two or three, yeah. One is, oh god, I almost forgot that this happened. This literally gave me a panic attack. Like how just, it took me so many attempts to get even to this point again. But yeah, I actually did fail once when I had almost all of them collected, like, yeah, 19. I failed on the last one time, and that was just, oh god, I don't even want to remember it again. I'll actually explain you when we get to that place how I failed it. And here I was also really stressed because I was running out of time. I think I grabbed the 19th checkpoint in the last second. Oh yeah, I fucking did. It showed 0. So here, I decided to go from the side where you could see when you jump down here, and I managed to do that, but then I fell off that little place because it was such a low platform. And here we go. We did all the off-road missions, so that'll be it for this video. See you bitches next time. Goodbye.